Time for fun facts.
Yeah, people would. Yeah.
All right, fun fact time.
Yeah. So, fun fact for Ash. Ash researched dragons for a large portion of their life. He found out that different dragon types would make crystallized element mixtures, which can have interesting effects, and actually experimented with making different arrows in that way.
Ooh, intriguing. Yeah.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that a precursor to his elemental powers?
It was a little bit.
There?
Yeah. Dea's fun fact for this week. So the first and only time that Dea has experienced snow was when the capital had a freak winter storm one year. She had never dealt with cold weather before either, so she decided to spend the entire day people watching from her window as they also dealt with the weather.
Did Dea's hair like crystallize?
Oh my god, did her hair freeze?
It definitely probably got slushy because it was constantly moving.
Oh,
It's moving, yeah.
Slushy.
It was probably very cold, which is why she stayed inside so it would thaw.
oh god.
Slushy.
That's funny.
I'm just imagining too, just Dea sipping cocoa by the fire, just watching people eat shit in the fucking ice.
Oh, absolutely. You know those?
Nolan.
I'm like, do you know those tiny little like opera binoculars?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Those
No,
would
I
definitely
love
have been
those opera
used.
binoculars for sure. All right.
It's my turn.
It's Elena next. Yeah.
Elaine.
Elena has a permanent scar on her right hand palm.
Wow.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Is it from her magic?
No, because she's left-handed.
Oh.
Nima, that's a you problem.
Oh.
No, I also see everyone frozen on stream.
That's on stream. That's an OBS problem.
Yeah.
Okay, they're
So
back here.
it's. I mean, it's something that we'll need to figure out later. It just.
I think
seems
if you
like-
just does it fix it if you just click on OBS?
No. So
yeah, it's
OBS
back
is
now.
fine. It's
Yeah.
PNG tube that's freezing, because that's why I
Yeah.
just moved the.
We'll figure it out after the stream.
Yeah,
Like the
after
stream.
I'll talk to you after because I know what it is.
Yeah.
They just.
It's me. It's my turn.
Yeah.
I go back to the fun fact channel, which I left for some reason. When under the employ of his first warlord, Odimori and his family lived in I'm gonna butcher this, Bukezukuri, a sprawling type of building with many wings. It looked like a bunch of long buildings all put together, roughly forming a U shape. He lived here with his warlord and most of the other samurai families. It also served as their school and training grounds.
You've edited it.
I did.
It used to say more of a horseshoe shape than a U shape.
I think a U is
Lame.
just more accurate.
Hmm.
You
Shame.
say so.
Interesting.
Shame.
Hmm.
Get away from me.
Hmm.
Nemo?
The most collateral damage caused by a death race occurred when someone painted what seemed to be a road on the wall to a nearby pots and plant shop that was actually smuggling explosives into the city.
Incredible.
Oh my god. Yeah, the fucking the Acme shop over there. Oh god.
I love it.
Very good. Well done. Alright. And with that, I suppose we'll go ahead and cut back to all of you guys just trying to pick yourselves up after that battle.
Does the gate eventually close behind him?
Yeah, the gate closes behind him as the king leaves.
Are the siblings still there?
The siblings are still there as they look towards you and begin to kind of like bow and curtsy to offer their appreciation. You can see the Goliath man speak up as he says, again, I mean, if you want to explore the city on your own, feel free, but if you'd like, perhaps we could show you around a few places.
Honestly, if you could just tell us where, like, a good place to stay is for the night, because, we're kind of
Perhaps a
tired.
clothing shop, as we've only
Or
traveled
that.
with our adventuring gear.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, yeah. For inns and the like, there's a handful of places you can stay. I suppose, though, for a clothing shop, you could probably head over to Alara's place. I know she is one of the more famous designers in the city.
Alara?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alara Swiftweave.
Swiftweave.
Mhm.
What an on-point name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was
As he
born for
kinda-
this.
Yeah, as he shrugs, he says, yeah, I don't really know if she kind of changed her name afterwards or she's always had that name to begin with.
Oh, yeah, stage name is very common.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go over to the lady?
In what?
I want to go over to the blue lady.
Yeah, you do so.
I thought she was cool. I know y'all were hating on her, and that's fine, but I thought she was cool.
Mhm.
No, Nolan thinks that she's very cool.
No, I know. No, well, Elena's... You know, Elena.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what he said to her. Mhm.
How'd you do that?
As she says, oh, the lightning?
Yeah.
She giggles as she says, well, I've been training in sorcery for a good long while here, but I sort of channel my magic into my music, and as I emphasize the grandeur of my opera, of course, the lightning and thunder moves at my beck and command.
Okay, but the real question, can you break a glass with your voice?
Her eyes glisten as she rifles through her pack and pulls out a...
She just has it on hand.
Yeah, she absolutely does. As you can hear the Goliath man just like just mumble under his breath, oh, she's on about this again.
I mean, if you could break a glass with your voice...
Honestly,
wouldn't
yeah,
you?
I'd do the same. Elena's eyes sparkly. Oh.
As- Yeah, she puts it on like a tree stump. She begins to sing as it gets higher and higher pitched, almost impossibly so, as you guys almost need to cover your ears. As the glass begins to shake, as she goes higher yet, as you can hear like a rumble of thunder as lightning shatters the glass.
What a cheater. Elena's impressed nonetheless, but...
Good bit.
Dea rolls her fucking eyes, and because Performance of Creation is still active, she's gonna tell the cannon to unroot itself. She's gonna casually walk by with it, trotting behind her like a dog. Oh wow, you needed your fucking magic to finish it.
So
Hey,
much
hey.
respect for Dea in this moment.
I'm just imagining like you're just kind of like you're just riding like side saddle on the cannon, like
Riding
just
it
having
up,
it like drag you over.
basically riding it over to where it was placed, having it reset itself back, as it's probably she probably had it shake like all the dirt that got stuck in the fucking like cannon out. And she gives it a good pat and just tells it to go back to position.
So good.
I think you'd probably want this back, considering your other one is now Scattered.
That was also really cool.
Yeah. The man in red kind of just like he awkwardly scratches his chin as he says, Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that, I think.
So who are you guys?
It's nice to meet you. I'm Reagan, says the Goliath. The
Like Ronald?
Huh?
Good. As would you, you're bringing a lot of cursed lore into this campaign. If you're just gonna inject that right in there, you know.
No.
Oh no.
I did it.
The woman in blue curtsies as she says, "I'm Lagoon. Pleasure to meet you all." And the person in green begins to wander over as they say, "Oh, and Felino is the name." As they suddenly just kind of make a direct beeline towards a red menace.
Oh fuck.
As they say,
Can I also make a beeline towards the red knight?
yeah. You notice just like he's just kind of like looking at you, just intrigued though.
Oh my god.
Okay, I was gonna say, if they're
fanboy.
like looking like we're gonna make a citizen's arrest, I'm about to
No,
make
it's not like
citizen's arrest to kill.
It is not hostile. In fact, it is the opposite of that.
Never mind,
As
I'm over
he-
here.
Or as they look over at the red menace and go, "But who might you be?"
Oh no.
No.
I'm the Red Menace.
Backing away.
Who might you be?
Fucking idiot.
What'd you say?
We had fake
Whoa.
names for a reason, you fucking
Oh, I'm John.
John.
I'm John.
I
John's
repeated
my
it,
name.
guys.
Oh Christ.
I have -1 intelligence.
Sorry, if you couldn't tell, he didn't get the fucking memo to not look at whatever that creature was.
Yeah,
think he
I'm
might
a
have a
little.
little bit of brain damage that we probably should have get looked at.
It was a bit like that before as well.
Well, as Belena goes and says, well, I suppose John or Red Menace, it doesn't really matter as long as I can maybe call you tonight.
Oh my
Fuck.
god. I'm sorry. I'm just out. God.
I like how you're backing away with each sentence.
Oh, it's so
I got a few maps to make, friend. So
I got some maps to make, guys. I don't know if I can do it.
You're going to take
Yeah.
advantage of a poor, injured individual? My
yeah,
lord.
that seems a little bit weird of you.
Got a few maps to make.
That's so good. Oh my god, they're turning the Red Menace into the Bed Menace, John.
No. And yeah, they do back off as they say, I see. My apologies then. Of course.
No worries. That it's no common reaction.
It's a common reaction.
Understandable.
God.
People hit on me.
Oh my god.
Oh man. As unless you had anything else for them, Onyx kind of looks at the group as she says, "It's getting late. We should probably all head into town now."
Sure.
Yeah. Also, remember, my name is John.
John.
Yeah, of course.
Unprompted.
Forgive the brain damage. We might see you some point again. Goodbye. And we're just gonna fucking herd everyone in.
Yeah, we can just vote.
What are we doing with Ash?
Yeah, where's Ash?
Oh, Ash is still in the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Can we wait for them to go inside first?
Yeah, as the siblings begin to walk off, they mark off the inn as well as a clothing shop on the map.
Bless. Horizon! You may come down.
You see the Goliath-like disguised self that is around Ash sort of flicker a little bit.
Who are you? Okay.
Before
Yeah,
it,
I was a little bit confused until it kind of.
before it does fade away, and you can see that the ensnaring strike that Ash had prepped and had ready, you can see now has rebounded, and you can see intense, what look to be red vines, almost slightly sizzling and burning, have wrapped around Ash, as he is still, like, you can see his muscles so tense, as if he is locked into the position, just still bow aimed at the door.
Do you need assistance?
Sun's getting real low. No, I'm kidding.
No, I am fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is the reaction of someone who is perfectly fine.
Ash will sort of shake a little bit as some of the vines like snap off as he falls out of the tree, landing. Yes, we should head inside.
Yeah, we're gonna be okay, friend.
It's all just a lot. I will be fine. That was a lot.
Was that the person Elena drew?
Yes, it was.
That's who we should be keeping an eye on, then.
Yes. I do not trust his children either.
Aw.
It
Sure.
is something I can explain to you later. But for now,
Right.
we should get inside.
Yeah, you don't.
Made a
You
noise
and Red-
behind.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I said you and John don't look very good, considering you looked at the thing and like.
Oh, you
passed
mean
out.
you mean no, from health issues. I thought you meant. Never mind. Go ahead.
You say looked at the thing, and Ash, like, recalls the whole event
Oops.
where he fell unconscious, and you watch as he's just, like, making eye contact with you, Elena, and you just see, like, a single tear streak down the side of his face.
Alright, let's get moving.
I looked at the thing and I didn't die. I don't know what the heck is everyone else's problem.
Yeah, we
but-
should go inside. Ash, like, rubs his face.
Ash was like on the verge of a breakdown.
Yeah.
Bring everyone in like sheep now. Let's go.
Alright. You guys head it through the large city gates as the gates close out behind you. As you enter the city of Mistral Peak. Map change.
Map change.
Hey, map
We-
makers.
Thanks.
Yeah, map makers, let's go!
Map makers.
Hey,
map
we
makers.
did
the
this one.
theory
Map makers
in
get a map
game is that
change.
we made the maps.
The maps.
The map.
Mhm. Yeah, this is the things that you guys drew.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
not the people
Yeah,
that we pay
maps.
money on.
Alright,
Patreon.
probably. Probably get rid of Maple.
Yeah, Maple's not here, it's
No.
okay.
Rip.
Oh, this is pretty.
Ooh, oh, the
Oh,
deer.
nice place.
As you guys travel through this large town, with all these houses made of of timber, cobblestone streets, and like these sturdy stone structures, the alleyways themselves between like the buildings are currently just like filled with people as they begin to kind of like flock to and fro. As you can see most often like Goliaths and Fearbolgs, as well as a handful of elves wandering around town. About one in maybe 100 has like these draconic features that you saw on the king as well as his children. Each of them only have like the chromatic dragon type colors though. And again, it does appear pretty rare for these people to kind of like be out and about. And as you guys keep traveling through the city, you guys can head through this main market square where people are kind of selling all of these different items of food and snacks, from fresh baked bread to like what appears to be these hearty looking stews, as well as just like different types of like baked sweets that currently just like fill the air. As on the back of the market square itself, there does appear to be a large statue that you can tell would be of the king in full armor, as he stands above the square, almost looking down at the town. As he's standing stoically with his spear at his side. Yeah. Beyond that, though, as dusk kind of approaches on the town, you can see people as like they're looking around pretty carefree as they're beginning to almost head towards the inn rooms, their homes, or perhaps taverns to spend a night out on the town. You guys have a couple of places you can visit. You could go straight to the inn, or if you wanted to, you could get clothes. Depends on what you guys would like to do first.
I think we should get clothes.
I would not mind a disguise if at all possible.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Look at the map that we made. That was marked for us.
Yeah. As you guys can head to. Oh, I will say at least too. You guys do at least look just a little bit out of place, even just heading to the store. As
I was gonna say, if we peep at people's styles, is it fairly?
Oh yeah. As you look at like the style of like the clothes that people are wearing, you can tell that for the majority of them, it appears to be like for like it appears to be mostly either like these dresses that are kind of like sequined and very clearly appear to be what we would know in the modern world as flapper dresses, while others are wearing more of like suits, and just like these like nicely tailored suits there. You guys look extremely out of place with all of your clothing, as well as the battle scars that you guys have dealt with.
Yeah, no, we know those posters came from here.
I suggest we quickly move to a clothing store.
Yeah, let's go. We go.
Okay. You guys do so. As you head to this large building with like thatched roofing and like these wooden exterior. As you head inside, you can see that there are like rows upon rows of like different like dresses and suits that very clearly fit this the aesthetic like of the town. And as you're all beginning to flow inside the building, you guys can see this like elven woman, with blonde hair, just currently like smoking a pipe, wearing a very fine-looking flapper dress and hat. As she peers at you all through like these colored glasses, as she says, "Well, You all look from out of town.
We're from night at the museum. Oh, Christ.
Yes, we would like to buy clothing.
All right. And what exactly were you thinking of for your style?
Normal.
Something.
We would like to blend in with the culture. Get the immersive experience.
This is the only way to travel. I'm sure you can understand.
She raises a bit of an eyebrow as she says, and that's all? You're just content with being normal and not standing out?
Well,
Why do
if
you
you were
have
to
any
visit a
suggestion?
faraway place, I believe the time is better spent working with the locals rather than sticking up like a sore thumb.
No, I want to hear what the elf
Same.
has to say.
As she says, well, of course. If you really did want to fit in, then sticking out is what you should be looking for.
What?
Fashion is an important bit of expression here in Mistral Peak. And, of course, if you aren't content to express yourself in some kind of way, whether it be through your clothes, your appearance, or in some kind of sense like that, well, you would stick out like a sore thumb.
I think Ash is gonna walk up to the counter, place his hand on it, and just go,
I understand fashion. I would like something that covers as much of my body as possible.
Oh my god.
That's. I want the opposite of that.
I'll go with the Ash special.
I like
mean,
these
what the
shiny-
fuck did you name? Or the Horizon special.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ash
knew
just
the guys.
dares glares daggers at Onimori.
No, I wouldn't. I Onimori would not have said Ash.
Dares glaggers at Onimori.
There's like
Glagger.
Okay, if I can say Glaggers, and I can say Horizon.
Gotta dare those glaggers.
We're all so hostile today.
Elena's already in the shiny section. Okay, like these?
Oh god. Please don't let her dress that.
Yeah.
God. As starting with, let's go with Ash first. She says, I suppose we could do so, but what are we thinking for colors now?
Ash is taken aback by this. As he just sort of like,
I suppose nothing fancy. I like browns and greens and grays on occasion.
Nice.
God.
She takes like a circle around you, just inspecting you from head to toe for a second, and she says, dark green would suit you best. Your clothing right now, it's made to blend in with the forest, is it not? That, I'm assuming, is why that color scheme was
She's reading
chosen.
us like a book.
Ash like cocks an eyebrow.
That is correct.
She gives a bit of a wry grin as she says, dark green, then, will suit you the best for the forests around this town. As she begins to hand you a couple of items, she just begins tailoring and she says, all right, now go try it on.
Oh.
You, next.
Ash walks into a changing room.
As she looks towards, let's go with Red Menace.
Hello.
Good.
Hey, how you guys are snickering.
You you wish to show off the abs, don't you? Clearly
Oh,
worked
As
hard on
much, yeah, as much as I can show, really.
them. Good. Of course. Well, flashy for you clearly means showing off all that hard work you've done. As
Have any
she...
speedos that works?
Oh my god.
God. Is they need you to do a redraw? No.
Fuck, I gotta redraw real quick. It's gonna be a stick figure, but it'll work.
God. As she says, I mean, a speedo could work, but those spiders, they do seem to be making a bit of a feast from you. I'm assuming you might want to at least cover up a bit more skin than that.
I'm gonna go along with what you're saying, but I want to show as much as I can. But if you have a better idea, that's okay.
Good. Well, just hear me out with this then. As she hands you just a pair of pants there, and as well as a couple accessories with it.
She just got pants.
Yeah.
That's my disguise.
God, I hate you. Good.
Alright, who's next for this nightmare?
Odimori.
Where is Damara?
Alright. As she looks at you, she focuses on the mask as she says, "You seem to wear that mask often, do you not?"
It's an odd question to ask, but yes.
Why is it important to you? She asks, not understanding it might be a bit of a loaded question.
What do you mean?
Well, the band around the mask itself, it seems to be fraying in places. This implies that you wear it pretty much as often as you possibly can. It's perhaps family heirloom, something like that, passed down.
It's cursed.
God.
Oh?
Deadpan.
How intriguing.
Bit of a sensitive subject.
Of course. My apologies. Then instead, how about we find you clothing to instead accentuate some accessories that aren't the mask to draw attention away from it.
Sure. That
Yeah.
sounds lovely.
As she puts out this suit, she picks out a pair of like these fine purple gloves as well as a purple handkerchief with it. Both of which appear to be like a very intricately made.
Well, I'm actually quite impressed. This is lovely.
Yeah.
It's gonna go change.
Who's up next?
Would Elena be too hyper focused on all the shinies to pick something?
Yeah.
Alright then, Dea.
You know, she'd probably take a glance around the shop, find a shape of something that she likes, point at it. Now, I like what I see here, but can you extend the length down to my ankles and more lace, especially the sleeves?
as she says, a woman with fine taste. Very well, it'll be done.
I know what I want.
That's
Yeah.
maybe Dea's like anthem.
As like clothes are just like flying out of the dressing rooms, Ash just goes,
That makes one of us. I have no idea what this outfit is.
God. She grins as she does all of the following and makes sure to give you a headpiece that currently matches the jewelry you're wearing.
No, I will stick with my own jewelry.
Okay.
We all have first.
All right. And then last but certainly not least, it's Elena.
She's deep into the sequence.
So deep into the sequence.
sequins!
As you look at these sequins, she looks at you curiously as with the back of her pipe, she kind of just like moves the dress, just kind of like letting it like jingle for a bit to see if you're easily distracted by
Yes,
it.
immediately. Like a fucking cat. What?
God. As she looks at it and says, I see. You seem to have the fashion sense of a magpie. And I don't necessarily say that as a bad thing.
Is this a bird joke? Because I have wings.
No, please.
No, it's true. I like shiny things.
As like she hands you this this fine sequin dress, she says, "All right, few modifications on this for more sequins." As she also places out a couple of pearl accessories that also jingle and jangle.
Oh my god.
We love jangles.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let me...
you
Oh, hell yeah.
Mhm.
As people
Good.
start to emerge from the dressing rooms when we pop these up.
Yeah.
We got Ash. Ooh. We got... We do them in order.
Alita walks out just swishing back and forth.
Does Alina get disadvantage on stealth checks when wearing those?
I've
She
always
always
had
does.
disadvantage on stealth.
Good.
Double disadvantage.
Just subtract 10.
I got pants.
You literally just got pants.
Pants. It's so good.
Oh my god.
I did these in a night, guys. I'm
Oh my
very
gosh, I
proud.
love... Okay.
I love Dea's
Elena.
Theirs is real good.
Alita's made my eyes burn trying to figure out fucking patterns.
I
Theirs and
love
Elena's
Elena's
are
though.
beautiful.
You put yourself in pain.
I know, but it's pretty.
It is very.
It is very, very pretty. I love Elena's. I love Dea's pose that we got
Dea's
going on
that
here.
bitch.
Yeah.
Very sassy. And
Red Menace, I wanna point out things because I like how I did this. So he got pants, but we tried to slick his hair to the side to make it more modern, and it just it's
More.
Good.
He just got stuck in a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
With the air blowing on one
You
side.
can't tame that.
no.
Absolutely not.
Also trying to slick his hair back with the spiders in it.
Oh my god!
Oh god.
God.
Damn it! I should have had spider webs. Fuck. Missed opportunity.
Shame.
I will say is people are coming out. If
Mhm.
there are people with more noticeable scarring, Day is avoiding looking at that, or she's focusing on people's faces.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah. I guess it would be specifically Red Menace and Elena, right? That would be
Mhm.
the biggest,
Mhm.
yeah.
Insight.
Okay.
That's weird.
Elena or Dea, you want to roll deception?
Yeah.
To kind of hide it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck is my deception? I can't read.
19 versus.
Wow, a
Hmm.
2.
Feel free to give as much information as you choose.
I mean, it's still pretty decent difference. you might pick up it makes her uncomfortable that you were very nonchalant about them.
I think she forgot about them, let's be real. Like she forgets everything. She'll clock that you're actively just looking at, like, her face, because her neck has a scar too, so it's interesting to watch. But she won't mention anything in front of this. Instead, in your head, because I keep forgetting I have to look. Are you okay?
I'm fine enough.
You don't look it.
I suppose I am surprised that you are so...
Sparkly? No, sorry.
unshameful about how you present yourself sometimes.
She stares at her, confused by that.
I would prefer others judge me for what I can control rather than what I cannot.
I prefer people to see me as one thing, as me, not actions that others have done upon.
Redman is flexing in the background.
Who?
Like Johnny Bravo, just
Johnny Bravo, yes.
Yeah.
I think Onibori walks up to the counter and just goes, "Thank you. How much do I owe you for this outfit?"
Only 50 gold for all of you.
50 gold each, or 50 for the whole thing?
50 for the whole thing.
That's
And
10 gold
he looks at
each.
you and smiles and says, "Yeah, as you'll recognize, that is extraordinarily cheap." As she said, just so you know, too, I enchanted the clothing a little bit. It should at least function similarly to most of your guys' armors.
Oh. I was excited for something else. But
That
that's
is
fine.
very generous, thank you.
That is very specific.
And
Fans.
she smiles and says, "Truth be told, I was more of an armor smith rather than a tailor before, but so in any case, I'm glad to see people in more fashionable sets of armor, as it were."
Why the change in occupation?
What?
Why the change in occupation?
Well, back when the war was going on and things were far, far worse, I mean, there were days where I would hope that I would be in this position. But back then, all I could do was to provide cheap, effective armor for the people, and when I could manage it, embellish it with a few things here and there. So, to say the least, I'm thankful for where I am now, and I want to provide what I do at a pretty cheap price to give back to the people.
That's nice.
Interesting.
Well, thank you. Believe we should be on our way.
As we're all paying, Ash is gonna lean over to Elena and just go,
Would you mind helping me? I have no money.
Oh no.
That's okay. Yeah, you motherfucker, using my kindness.
Elena, I also am very poor.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
I apologize. I spent all of my money on making custom arrows and did not think that we would need to buy new clothes.
No, it's okay.
I gave mine to charity at some point.
Okay, I'll accept the charity and I'll accept the arrows considering for one, that's really nice. I'm proud of you, John. And for two, we kind of need your good expertise in shooting things, Horizon. So if I can help this way, I will.
Thank
It's
you.
not a problem. You're welcome. Does
We-
anyone else need me to get their clothes?
No, Elena, I've got it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yes, I am able to budget my money.
That
Me
one hurt a
too.
little bit, but
Ooh.
I deserve that.
It's okay. I'm not gonna hold it against either. Really, it's fine. I have enough.
That's good that you have that. I don't.
Can I make an insight check on Ravenous?
Oh,
If
yeah.
he's lying, I'm pissed.
He's absolutely lying.
Let me roll deception real quick.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
For no
God.
real reason.
He is the
He's
most
good.
poor man I have ever met in my entire life.
I'm so
Come
poor.
on.
Good. Versus.
Oh
God.
my god.
He is
That was
the
almost
most.
a 5. So would have beat me.
The poor man can't even afford a shirt.
He is the
Yeah, he
most
only got
poor
pants.
man.
It's fine. I won't even roll insight because I trust him that well because we're great friends and I trust everyone in my party.
Mhm.
If you needed that, I would help you eventually.
We should find a place to stay for the night.
That's a
It's
great.
okay, I'll pay for the housing.
You wait. You can't afford this 10 gold worth of clothes, but you can afford the housing that we're about to go that we don't even know the cost of.
No.
We should go.
Okay, don't worry. In case we need it, I can get it. And she says it with like a very strained smile on her.
We go!
As we're walking out, Ash
Go.
goes,
This is more tense than the fight.
No, really, it's fine.
What are you doing with your face?
Nothing.
It looks painful.
Nope, I'm good.
You're a real buddy, Elena. I mean, Tamara?
No, my name's Elena.
Oh, you're Elena.
Yeah, I'm
Real not buddy, changed my Elena.
Name.
Let us go to a place to sleep.
Okay, we finally go to an inn, please.
Good.
Please.
Yeah.
Look, we're here.
You guys head to an inn, and yeah, you get a room for a negligible amount of gold.
How much gold, Sheila?
I'm not gonna
Okay.
tax you.
Thank
for
you.
I pay that
this.
one.
Nemo doesn't have to pay. You're welcome. All right.
Are we sharing a room or are we going 2 and 2 again?
Yeah.
How
If
big
you
are
want,
these
we can
rooms? Can we
get
get
each
a big room?
one room each. If that's
Before we settle in for the night, I would like a chance to speak with all of you.
all.
Sleepover it is. We get a big room.
That's not okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sure.
We don't control you, Ash.
I am fine with this. It was just not what I meant when I said I needed to talk to all of you.
Okay, we go into our room.
Yeah, we have at least a room so we, no one's spying on us
Mm-hmm.
while
Honestly,
you're
it's
talking.
probably better considering, there's posters. Have we run into much posters?
Have
Have you
run
seen
into-
those wooden posters around?
Yeah, I would say you haven't seen any yet.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
Convenient.
Yeah.
I guess
Yet.
we're not in like a seedy part of town or anything.
Right.
We're probably still in the tourist area.
yeah, when we sit down in the room, Ash will like draw all the curtains.
Secret meeting.
Yeah. Sit down on like the edge of the bed and like take his hat off and start fiddling with it.
Elena, I killed a man. No.
I knew it.
I suppose you all. I owe you all I feel like more details. However, I would like to, if you have any questions first, to be able to answer them.
I have like a
With
million.
everybody,
but I'll let-
right? Sorry.
I mean, we basically got a suite.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, sorry. I
yeah.
didn't hear what Nolan was saying earlier.
Yeah, we're all in one room right now.
Okay.
We're in a big room.
Now I understand.
I have like a million questions, so anybody else who wants to go before me, go.
Well, you could start with explaining what happened that night we stayed in the woods. You woke up shaking and screaming, or crying.
I saw the night of my death.
And how did it happen? If you don't mind explaining.
I was killed in a battle with the worm that we found in the forest.
It's pretty cool.
It's
I-
interesting.
Fought that battle right after I thought I had killed the man we have seen.
The king?
Yes,
Suppose they don't call him the Immortal King for nothing.
I suppose not.
Is Ash gonna explain everything or no?
I
Ash like sees like eyes like staring at him and is just like,
I will answer questions, however, I am slightly uncomfortable just detailing all of my past.
I know you mentioned some of this to me in private, but what exactly do you not trust about the king? Recognized him as the person we talked about before. But if we're to be watching out for something that clearly has you perturbed, I think the best course of action would be for all of us to be on the same page.
Ash will take a second and grab Arboretum off of the bed and start fiddling with the blue scale that is hanging towards the bottom of the bow. As he just goes,
In my time researching the different beasts of the land, I found dragons and was able to learn a great deal from studying them. I also learned of a group of people that were ingratiated with dragons. There were, as far as I am aware, 2 ways to gain magic from dragons. The first is to have it gifted to you by a beast, either in death or as a boon if it is strong enough.
Is this what happened to you?
Yes, it is.
And the other?
is to take it by force.
Would that result in the draconic features of the people we've seen here today?
you see Ash's hands like his hands like grip the main like shaft of his bow a bit tighter as he just goes,
Yes.
And I think we've noticed that many of those close to the king. I think I see where you're going.
For someone to gain those abilities and features, they must kill a dragon
Oh.
and consume it.
Oh.
That's
Like-
quite brutalistic.
Like eat it or like,
Eat it, yes.
oh my god.
It is barbaric and not something that I condoned.
Like the whole thing or like just a little bit? Sorry, it's kind of gross.
Enough to gain its essence.
Mm.
I don't think we need the bleeding details.
No, that's quite enough.
The reason that I despise the king to the degree that I do was when I discussed what I had found about the dragons. He did not want to gain powers peacefully, as he thought it would be easier to take them by force.
And we see he's done exactly that.
I saw him do it before I killed him.
And then, hundreds of years later, he's come back. Go ahead, Elena.
Was he trying to steal the Great Worm's power? Or was that just a fight to stop him?
I do not doubt that should he have killed the worm, he would take its power. I
And
Believe, as Ash will take out like one of the empty vials that he has in his bag that has like the dark substance in it as he like twirls it in his fingers.
I believe that is what this is trying to do at this very moment.
I was just... He knows the worm's out there too.
Yes.
Mm.
However, he's
He's whittling
still
away
not
at
strong
it.
enough. Not yet.
But I suppose what he's doing is cutting down its power bit by bit.
He's trying to smoke it out. A tactic that I regretfully taught him.
Mm.
What does he need that for? At least now.
Oh,
We might...
didn't
Go
we
ahead.
come to the conclusion that if we take down Cielo, there could be a position of power, and he doesn't want to work with Cielo anymore?
He wants to seize everything.
Mm.
I believe he would try to overthrow Cielo. That would
Is
not
that
be
such a-
good.
I suppose it is a bad thing, because he's
Yeah,
not...
if he's
necessarily
that bad
doing
of a guy to
anything.
eat a whole dragon, that's kind of...
Yeah, that's not...
Hmm. That's the guy that Ash of all people hates.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
trust Ash's
think he's
judgment.
not a good ally. I think I agree with you, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
But he could be useful. If he's going against Cielo. I don't
Perhaps.
think... I think it would be pertinent not to let him get his hands on the worm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
The real question is,
Right.
how close is he to attaining that goal?
I am unsure. He has had an indeterminate amount of time to amass power. He could be very different than the last time that I saw him.
Maybe if we can't figure it out from him, we can figure it out from his children.
John, one of them liked you very much.
Ah,
I saw that.
I could also read people's brain.
Bad timing.
We still have that favor.
You
Oh
do.
shit, you're right. That was Izzy, not Elena.
Elena cussing.
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit!
That's when you know it's real.
Ash cussing.
Mhm.
All
I
right,
feel like
so we have a
Ash
couple of ways in. How should we proceed?
With caution.
Yes.
I'll leave it up to Ash.
If you all decide that you would like to go and attend to ask a question, I suppose we can do that.
Ash,
But
if
is it safe for you to join us?
mm-hmm.
Now it has only been... No, all of his children has seen you in your... Well, how do you appear before us? Are they not going to go and tell their father about the 5 adventurers that they all met and fought alongside? I'm sure they will describe each and every one of us. I think he would probably end up learning about your presence, your true one.
Ash starts to like breathe faster.
No, I'm sure it's not the worst case scenario. For all we know, descriptions don't really lend to the most amazing visual outcome.
The cow.
Well, it is something we need
Cow.
to keep in mind.
Insight check for something that happened.
I was about to say, passive perception, seeing this man look at...
Well, to be fair, he looked at him while Ash was in disguise self.
I was in the woods, I ain't gonna roll.
No, not Elena, just Ash. It was just
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
you
for
just
me
said
to roll an
insight
insight check?
and nobody fucking said where.
I would love to roll an insight check. Of
Yeah.
course.
He's a good boy. He
I'm
can
gonna
do
give you
it.
some information, at least 12.
Please.
Well,
Okay. Bare minimum
You're
information.
so wise.
Alright.
he's a little rattled.
Here's at least something.
Mhm.
The person who saw you like the clearest was probably Lagoon. You have no idea like what she would actually say to the king at that point. But she did see you pretty clearly.
Also,
Beyond that,
Onyx
though,
and
hard to really
Frost?
say if like it would kind of be like, you know, a proper like recognition or anything like that. So you might have a little bit of wiggle room there, but like
Yeah, just a
anything beyond
furbolg, you know?
Mhm.
There's plenty of those.
Yeah.
Some dude.
Yeah, I fired normal arrows as well. Like, I'm
Onyx and
just a
Frost,
guy.
Yeah, same thing. You also
Okay.
kind of looked in, but like, yeah, I think Lagoon's probably the closest in terms of like, yeah, it was, yeah. That's all. I'm trying to bring it up to the party, I suppose.
And I'm friends with her.
I do not believe that the people are all malevolent. However, for one to take the life of a dragon is not something that I can overlook. If they have these abilities, they were gained by force. So be careful. They may be nice, but they are savage.
Keep that in mind.
On a similar note to that, how did you get your powers, Ash? Obviously, you didn't eat the dragon.
He said they could be granted by a dragon, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes. When I was
A young boy.
young, I stumbled across a great worm who had been in hiding they had narrowly escaped a fight and were dying. In my attempts to heal them, they gifted me their powers, as they saw me as someone who would fight for their people.
Weird question. Is this worm related to the maple? Or is that completely different?
In its last breath, it also trusted me with its child.
Oh.
That's so sad.
I know.
Me being a child as well at the time, I did not fully understand. However, I raised Maple as a friend, and at that point, we, through the connection, were like siblings.
Well, I'm glad Maple had the great sibling like you. Has, not had, has.
Yes, I suppose. If we intend to confront the king and ask questions, we should get some rest first.
Do you want to take watches, Ash? Or do you think we'll be okay?
I would like to take a watch, yes.
Okay.
No help you with that. No,
I'll take one
we
with
need-
Onimori.
Okay.
Does anyone else have anything that they would like to ask me?
Oh, I understand the feeling. There's someone you want to take down, and I'll help you with that.
Yes. However, seeing as anything can be valuable, I would like to not hold anything back. It is your lives we are putting on the line here as well.
I appreciate it.
You helped me with Duskkeep. I'll die for you.
Wow. That's so nice.
I think Ash looks Red Menace in the eyes. And he, like, kind of, like, he has been, like, fiddling with his hat, but when you say that, he, like, instinctively, like, balls his hat up and, like, freezes for a second before looking at Red Menace and just go,
It is easy to die. It is much harder to live with purpose. I urge you to not throw away your life.
More expression, but yeah, I won't.
I have met many a people who are willing to die for a cause, but not live for it.
You're wise, Ash.
Yeah.
Ash legitimately laughed at that.
How's Red Menace looking after that last statement?
Yeah.
I mean, with the spiders and all.
Okay.
It doesn't look great.
Okay.
It's just a little taken aback by that, but it's trying to contain it all.
Okay.
As always. Bottle it up, push it back.
Push it back, ignore it.
I suppose if no one has anything else, then we should get prepared for rest.
Onimori lays flat on the floor.
There's like probably one bed for each of us in this big room,
Let
buddy.
Onimori sleep on the floor if he wants to.
Okay.
Redman is already pushing Onimori's bed to his, making like a king size for him.
Oh my god.
She's been sleeping on the ground the entire time they've been traveling. His back is
comfy
used
like
to it. Elena, I
sturdy,
was
he can
in
do
the
it.
army. I'm used to it. Pretty sure my back would throw itself out if I slept on something too soft.
I want to put one single feather underneath your back just to see.
Oh,
I'm
why,
kidding.
thank you.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
If he feels the feather, that means he's a true princess.
The princess of the Pilon. Absolutely.
God.
Does he feel it?
No.
Damn.
Finishing up the session with watches.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, before I forget again, can I ask Dr. White for my star charts?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yes,
To
my-
make things a little bit
For your
quicker
work.
there, she does send you these star charts, and she does also text you too, basically. It seems odd, as there are no official records of him being or like of any sort of assassination attempts, though there are a lot of rumors around it happening.
Sus?
do they correlate? If there are missing stars that correlate with the rumors.
It's hard for her to actually tell some official times, because, you know, again, like, it's hard to tell when a rumor fully started there, so...
True.
It's a thought, though.
I suppose a second note of that. So, we have now been re-alived for a month-ish, almost, a few weeks. Does she have a star chart of about 4 weeks ago?
About 4 weeks ago.
Are there 5 missing stars?
Hmm?
For about 4 weeks ago, 5 missing stars.
Just before when we were raised.
Just before you guys were raised. No.
Ah.
There's no correlation between that.
I
but
would've
that would
been
be cool.
There goes my
Scary.
fucking
No, I have some.
theory.
No, that's not it.
That would have been
Okay.
sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were onto something, Kate.
I like that
Oh
idea,
my
though.
God.
But there definitely
Next
are.
campaign.
You had the chance to make it canon, but you didn't.
No, I have to do something else, otherwise a lot of things are not gonna make sense.
No,
Same.
that's fair. But for sure, between 6 months ago and now, there is more than one star that has gone missing.
Yes, for sure.
Hmm.
I will say you can see that there have been at least... Let's go with 3 stars that are missing at least.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and we'll say from like the star charts that have like appeared and stuff like that. We'll say the first missing star was... Let's go with 6 months ago.
Okay.
Mm,
6 months.
all right.
As we
Noted.
are all getting ready for bed, I would say, because Ash is not, I mean, he has the capacity to be stealthy, but at the end of the day is not really that stealthy.
Mhm.
I would say Elena,
Ugh.
you would probably notice that Ash, like, would make his way, like, halfway up to you, and then, like, stop himself and turn around.
If you have something to say it. Say it?
He sort of freezes for a second.
I'm not going to bite you, I promise.
He turns around and just...
I would like to thank you.
For what?
You have been very kind to me. A kindness that I have not deserved.
She gives a very warm smile. I think everyone in this party, considering what we've all been through, even if I don't know all of it or I can't remember any of mine, people deserve kindness, especially if we're trying to do kind to others. So you have nothing to thank me.
However, I have been rude to you and disrespectful.
You know, a lot of people are like that to me, but you know what I do? I just kind of ignore it because everyone has their life and everyone's going through different things, and I don't take it personally because people go through different emotions differently. And you've been very, very stressed out, honestly, and I don't blame you because that's a lot you unpacked. But seriously, you don't need to apologize or thank me. I'm here for you.
I
You
think
want to talk?
in the middle of this, like, Ash is, like, fiddling with his hands, like, as you're rambling, he's, like, fiddling with his hands, and it's just like, and then I think you say, like, there's no need for you, and, like, Ash, like, instinctively, like, reaches out and just, like, grabs you on the shoulders and just goes,
You should not have to feel like people can walk over you. That is not... You are valid as well.
She just stares at him surprised. Oh?
he sort of, like, realizes that he's like, ah, shit, this is a dumb thing that I've done, and he, like, lets go of her shoulders and just goes,
Just because other people are going through bad things does not mean that what you are going through is any less valid.
Her smile fades at that.
You have been in a difficult situation. We might remember everything and have that pain. However, I also remember the feeling of how distraught I was after remembering the things I had forgotten. So I can only imagine how it must feel to still not remember them.
Well, then do me a favor. Whenever I do get to that point of remembering who I was, I ask you don't think of me different. That you see me as Elena. Elena as I am now. And not who I was. Please.
I think Ash will kneel down a little bit.
Fucking tall ass.
Yeah, because I mean, realistically, he's been, like, looking awkwardly, like, down this whole time.
God.
I think,
Peasant.
yeah, he sort of, like, kneels and, like, will once again, like, not both shoulders, but grab, like, one of your shoulders and just be like,
I hope that if you ever do feel like some of these things are too massive to handle on your own that you feel like you can talk to us. That
And he like pauses for a second.
I hope that you would be able to talk to me about these things.
Ooh,
I understand what it is like to lose things. I know we all do. But I would not hope that I have severed that trust with you.
No. You haven't. And she thinks very long and hard. I'm gonna roll a deception check. She's
Ooh. So I would say Ash in this moment is probably not actively insighting. However, his passive insight is 13.
You know, she's not bothered by the severing statement. She's bothered by, I hope you can talk to me about things that she can't handle. That's what she's bothered by.
Noticing that she is like uncomfortable, he'll pull his hand back a little bit and just go,
Yes, anyway,
and he'll stand up and like awkwardly like brush stuff off of his arms even though there's nothing on his arms.
Right.
It just like rubs the jacket like coat arms.
Yeah, Elena's fiddling with the fucking sequins because she just has nothing with her hands. Like,
it's a lot of layers. I feel warm.
He like actively starts taking off his jacket.
What?
And then like stops and then puts the jacket back on and just goes, I'm gonna go.
Just fucking kiss, you stupid nerds.
I'm gonna go die.
I'm gonna go away. She's gone to the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Ash dissipates.
Ash just goes and like
Watch-
sits down in a corner and is legitimately probably sweating from having so many extra layers on.
Oh my
god.
Incredible.
She
watching
falls
these
to the
fucking middle
floor.
schoolers try and talk to each other.
Yeah.
God.
So
Amazing.
wise, but so dumb.
Alright.
I'm guessing Dea's first watch
Mm-hmm.
from that interaction.
Suppose, yeah.
I'll stay up with there. I had something to ask.
Ooh.
Alright. They
Red
will be
Menace
on their bed.
abandons Ash.
Bye.
I'll also stay up with Ash. I don't need sleep. I have
Oh my
spiders.
god.
You
No.
need the HP.
I don't need
Please.
sleep. I have spiders.
I can
Wanna
just take
sleep.
a bunch of short rests.
I mean, I guess.
Jesus Christ, guys.
God. Well, perception checks are supposed to be good to start then.
You're just staring at the window.
Yeah, occasionally glancing out. Day thinks Ash is
Perception.
paranoid, but she'll do it anyway.
16 and Red Menace.
7.
7.
Wait, -3 probably.
4.
4.
Dea, as you're looking out the window, you look out at the night sky, I'm assuming.
Yep.
As you stare out at the stars itself, you notice a shooting star begins to go by. As one of the stars is now missing, as it seems to have fallen out of the sky.
What the fuck?
I want on Dea's side quest.
So bad.
That's so cool.
I think she has shut her book, put it on the fucking bed, and is just ran to the window.
Yeah. As you do so, I'd say with your perception check, you can definitely get like a distance and heading of where it's probably falling. It definitely seems to have fallen like far outside the city though, so you definitely need to like trek your way out there for that sort of investigation.
Shit.
Like, how far outside?
Okay, I suppose 2 questions to start then. So, continuing on with the other missing stars that she had found, along with this one, are they a part of any notable constellations?
Ooh, that's
The
a good
constellations
question.
they are a part of.
Yeah, look it up, Shivam. Look it up. Orion, Draco, the big bear, the little bear.
This is a fantasy world. She
Fuck.
can make up whatever he
Fuck.
wants.
Yeah, just make a
Fuck.
fucking fantasy constellation.
Draco.
If you tell me they're part
No.
of Draco, I'm gonna absolutely
I'll
lose my
scream.
shit.
That'd be so cool.
No, there's no Draco.
Damn.
But the ones that have fallen out of the sky are Leo, a lion, of course. At least in terms of what you would remember from your time.
Yeah.
Leo the lion has fallen out of the sky. Let's go with Pisces has fallen out of the sky, and Virgo has fallen out of the sky. And the most recent one is a part of Scorpio.
What the fuck?
Sus?
Okay.
Leo, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio. Scorpio
Yes.
being the recent.
Yes, thank you for writing this down.
Yeah, I got you. I'm putting it in
Yeah.
here. Holy shit.
You definitely can tell too, like, I will definitely add on to it as a clever observation there, and something I had in my notes I didn't think you would figure out so quickly. Yeah, no, 100%, it definitely feels like, one of the main stars of each of those constellations has fallen out.
What the fuck?
Second thing, I'm not sure what kind of check. Either possibly investigation. I feel like that might be the best thing. Is there a way I could even calculate where it could have possibly fell? I know it is outside of the city.
Don't you?
Yeah, I've given you distance and heading, or like relative distance and heading at least. I'd say that you would at least know, like, if you head in a certain direction, if you just kept going, you'd eventually run into it, and it's probably not within, like, at most, like, I don't know, a handful of days of travel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
gonna make a note of that. She's gonna turn over to the other person in the room who's probably not paying fucking attention, or is like too
He's not.
strong,
The
too
Red
strong out.
Menace.
The red.
Red Menace.
That's what he's doing. Same.
He's gotta repeat it to himself to hype
practicing.
himself up.
How,
Yeah, I got-
how fucked up have those spiders got you? Anyways, if we have nothing else to do tomorrow, I think I have found us something to go look into.
Okay, well, what is it?
I have mentioned it to Ash, because he was the first one who was there with me when I first discovered this, and then Elena, the other night. There was just a shooting star outside of our window. And as it fell out of the sky.
Isn't that what they do?
Very much not so. I would like to go look into that tomorrow. I don't believe it would take us more than an extended period of time. I don't think this is something that we should overlook.
I mean, sure, I trust you. You're the book person.
I'll take that at least. Is Red Menace still looking like even more strung out than he was?
He's gonna die. I swear to God, he's gonna die.
Doesn't look good, I think, right?
Shiva?
I think he's starting to look a little flat. Like there's
Oh,
no
no.
definition anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh no.
You're taking the menace out of the red menace.
I'm just a
Now he's
red
just
now.
Red, yeah.
It's not
He's
even
just
red.
Red.
Red. Red Robin.
Yo,
Red.
That's what the spiders think of him now.
Oh no!
no.
Sorry, that was bad, but it was.
You
know-
have seen. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you're definitely looking off. Perhaps you should rest a bit. I don't know if you grabbed any other useful books or things out of your bag, but perhaps there might be something that would let you relax a little more.
What?
What? I don't know what else you picked up. Perhaps you
I-
grabbed a better adventure book. Or something that is
I know-
actually real.
I quit books like after that one. I think it was too much for me to experience in the first one. So I'm taking a hiatus. I learned that word in that book. It was used in a very weird sentence.
Stop it.
I don't know. Maybe if you're lucky, some magical creature of the forest maybe give you a little present. I've heard that they do that sometimes, and she gives him a wink.
Oh my god, we're inventing
Last-
Santa.
Oh my
Plus-
god, Day of Santa.
Forest creature. Those spiders. I don't know. I thought they were my friends, but it started to doubt that a little bit. Anyway, I have a question. Have you seen that there's a bunch of dragon people?
Yes, it's very interesting. Not
Okay,
many people were like that during my time.
I have a theory.
So
You know that
perils.
the cut guy, he's supposedly really old and doesn't die at all, right?
Yes.
How many of those dragon people you think are directly related to him?
You know, as awful as that thought is, that he just perhaps goes on drunken binges and just does not care what woman he sleeps with. I really hope it's recessive genes.
Me too. But you know, we haven't seen that in Dusk Heap or in the first city we went to. It's just the city he's in.
Maybe there's something in the fucking water. I don't know.
Dragon meat.
Stop.
Yeah, I think there's dragon meeting involved.
No. Blood.
Oh,
What if they dilute water with blood?
oh,
Good enough dragon essence. Just morph one day.
Well,
that makes sense.
if they were
You
doing
gotta
so,
eat the dragon, right?
does Ash did not specify what, and well, blood is a part of the body, is it not?
It is.
But
Get
if
up.
if they were doing so, there would probably be far greater amounts of people.
Over time, though. Especially the King's Child, they probably have like a bunch of blood pumped into them somehow.
They probably don't even realize it, no. How hard would it be for him to ask his chefs to slip it into their daily meals? Not very.
Probably not.
Did you see how the two of them, well, most of them, all of them, basically regaled him? Such high esteem. He could do no wrong. They
You
would
just
have
said.
no reason to not trust him.
You're onto something here.
We have yet to see, though. This is all speculation, and we can ramble about this forever, but unless we have solid concrete proof, This holds nothing. We will have to keep looking.
Fair. Okay, I'll look in my bag now to see if there's the
Yep.
creature you told me about has put something cool in there.
I was gonna say that, or maybe there's spiders are wanting to give you an apology. I don't know. Those
Oh, that
creatures
would be
seem to-
nice.
They seem to make weird pieces for you. I will leave you with them. I'd want nothing to do with them. And Dea's gonna go back over to her corner, pop open her book, and wait.
Okay.
I'll reach into the bag.
As you reach into the bag, Pete, what does the red menace find?
He reaches in, and much like his first book that he picked up from the desk heap, he finds one of similar make, but a much different cover. Izzy, would you like to post the art?
I
No.
would absolutely
No.
love to post the art.
God.
As you find,
Is that the red menace but pink?
More purple, I think.
Oh my god, it's the purple peril.
Can I put this up on stream?
we made
It's not.
We
It's
made
not
it.
bad.
we made it safe for work for a reason.
Hmm.
I don't know if you put the story into Foundry or not. That's why I shared
No,
it.
no, I didn't. I refuse to.
I don't think that can go on stream.
Well, I'll
What,
post.
that?
I think you can post it in the Discord and spoiler tag it for make sure it's not safe for work. And we leave it at there. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta
Absolutely.
break up with the spiders now. They're thinking of weird things and they're not comfortable with
Yeah.
that.
Have fun with that, everyone. I have put it into art.
Oh, you might want to tag that.
I did spoiler it.
Tag it.
Oh no.
This is the best thing. The best thing.
Dad, do you know how to get rid of spiders, please?
Yes!
Incredible. That's what pushes them
Ah.
over the edge.
You know, I'm sure we can
Ah.
find a lovely little clearing for them out in the jungle, and where they will have plenty of bugs to eat. We could do it so tomorrow. How does that sound?
Good. First thing.
Sweet success. Good job,
What's that?
Kate.
Who's next?
y'all. Yeah, y'all. had
Wake
that?
up, Ash.
Okay.
Ash is next.
I'm gonna wait until everyone else seems asleep. Then I'm gonna turn to Ash. Thing you said about living for a cause. Don't assume that just because I'm ready to die for one doesn't mean I'm not doing my best to keep myself living.
Of course. I have one of my closest friends when I was alive. She dedicated her life to the cause that we fought for. And there were many times where she was ready to give her life for the cause to be able to achieve something else. However, I would have to remind her that she was more valuable alive to help others than to be dead.
You don't mind me asking, how did she die?
She was murdered.
Was it for the cause?
No, she was tricked and was killed.
And how did you, from that, get a lesson that being ready to die for a cause is easier to just living for one?
There were many times where she was ready to throw.
No, I understand that. She didn't die for the cause though, did she?
No, I suppose she did not. She did not have the opportunity to.
Do you understand how few chances there are in a lifetime to do something great, to take something down?
I suppose there are not many.
The time for that comes and you're just doing your best to survive. No reason to do what you must. Your cause means nothing.
I agree.
Glad. I'm gonna go sleep now. There are spiders eating me alive.
Yes, please go to sleep.
I think Ash will post up by the window and will summon Maple. And just have Maple resting on his lap. He's not gonna fully open the window, but he is going to crack open the window enough so he can see out of it.
Why is she injured?
She better not be.
What did you do with Maple?
And use Maple to give him the help action for a perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
Definitely not the only reason I summoned Maple. Oh shit, that's 25.
Nice.
Yeah. With a 25, as you look out, are you also trying to monitor the stars like Dia? Because if so, you find the same information that she is too.
I don't think Ash is looking at the stars, no.
He's looking at Maple. No, I'm kidding.
Then yeah, with a 25, as far as you can tell, nothing is off or outwardly dangerous about the city. But with everything you've seen, with all the people you've seen, there's still a complete sense of unease about you.
I think Ash will just sort of space out and stare out of the window. And I think at some point randomly in the middle of his watch, he is going to throw up his species cast of Detect Magic, just in case there's something hiding outside the window that he cannot see.
Yeah, so Detect Magic, let me peep that.
It's a 30-foot radius, so it's not far. Just in case there's something literally invisible right outside the window.
It's staring right at you and you can't see
Oh my
it.
god, I would shit myself.
Ooh, I don't like that.
No, perhaps I'll give this. As you kind of like you look around like the area with all that, as you look at the cup of water that you kind of you've been provided with in the room, that in the pitcher, there's just faint amounts of magic in it.
Holy shit, it is in the water.
Extremely faint.
Yeah, I was right.
I think
And you need a type, right?
I do need a type of magic. Yeah, what's cool magic?
Evocation.
What the fuck?
It's in the water.
It's in the water.
They
I
put
think
the
Ash
whole
will-
thing in the- It's dragon piss.
Why would you say that?
I'm never speaking again.
Made it from really fucking cool to
Why would
just
you do
every-
that?
With one line.
You went in, it was like super
Just
cool,
to-
like, oh wow, they're drinking blood. Everyone in Mistral Keep is a piss drinker.
Someone quote that. Someone quote that. And fucking
I have not.
Elite is not allowed to get
I'm so
away with
sorry.
that.
I'm so sorry. I'm shutting up now. Go back to the scene.
Put him in the
ruined
quotes,
Ash's
man.
arc.
Piss
How dare you?
I hate that.
I think Ash, seeing this, is going to take out his short sword and is going to prick one of his fingers, and he's going to let his blood drip onto the ground, and he is going, because I don't know that he's necessarily ever done it before, he's gonna see what school of magic his blood reads to.
Okay. As you look at your own blood, it is evocation.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Why was Dea so on the ball?
Okay. Ash is
So
going
if
to
Day
make note of
absorbs it with
this,
his hair.
and I think Ash is gonna go sit back down again by the window, and yeah.
Sit back down and then attempt to sleep, but is completely unable to, I'm assuming.
Yeah. No, it's rough. I
Yeah.
will say, Onimori and Elena, Ash does not wake you up for your watch. Instead, Onimori, you were woken up by Maple.
Nice.
For you. Wait, nope, sorry, before we get to there. Sorry.
What the fuck?
Yeah?
As Maple is about to wake up Onimori, before that happens,
Fuck.
Onimori,
Oh shit.
you dream.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh
God.
fuck.
almost
dream.
fucked that up.
He's like sitting there waiting for you to say
Oh.
Right, I forgot you need to be sleeping to dream.
Maybe.
My bad. Oh my god. Oh god. As let me find the theme. All over music.
accidentally deletes all the notes. Sorry, I shit posted in the channel for like 4 hours.
God. As Onimori, you find yourself in what appears to be this a restaurant that's dimly lit by lanterns as a group of people surround you at this table. As you begin to to get your bearings, you see a woman in this full geisha outfit as well as geisha makeup with a gentle smile. This absolute picture of serenity amongst the chaos of the rest of the companions at the table. As she says, Onimori, you ready?
Yes, of course.
She
Like,
smiles.
vaguely knows what's happening.
Yeah, she smiles as she begins to set the table up. As there's a few like snacks that are like set up, like rice cakes and some crackers and the like. As well as this extremely ornate teapot. As she begins to make this tea, she whisks in like this tiny little bit of matcha, as well as performing all these other things to steep the tea itself.
The whole performance.
Yeah. As the rest of your companions at the table all begin to kind of quiet down a little bit, just watching her at work. As she seems finally satisfied with her work, she says, "Alright, everyone remember, just take a little sip of the tea and then make sure to clean it with the cloth afterwards." And she takes a delicate sip. She passes it to a woman next to her, as you recognize this woman as Bunko. As the woman begins to, she takes like a small sip from the glass. She's this very gothic-looking woman, which is kind of almost like a little bit bags under her eyes. Bunko, sorry, I mispronounced.
Thank you.
You're good. Mike go
Yeah.
burr.
And as she says, or as she begins to take like that small sip, you can hear almost like a small growl from behind her as she slowly takes the teacup and puts it to the back of her head. As from underneath her hairline, a tongue begins to extend outwards as it also takes a delicate sip from the tea.
Hell yeah! Let's go!
Yeah. As she says, Hana, let me help you with yours. As she begins to pass it along the room, the next person up is a woman who seems to have an extremely long neck. So much so that like her head kind of like wraps all the way back downwards and her head just completely upside down. As Bunko begins to kind of help Hana, she kind of steadies her head just a little bit as
Holding her head in
a
place.
little bit unused to kind of like righting her neck there. As Hana also takes that delicate sip as she whispers a quiet thank you to Bunko. As that is happening, Onimori, you can feel like something almost kind of pushing against you a little bit, just kind of like trying to get like a little bit closer to the table.
And it looks around. This place is kind of dimly lit. I guess it would remind him of the last dream a little bit.
Yeah.
So he kind of squints and looks around to see what's poking at him.
Yeah. As you do so, you kind of look around as you realize you need to look down. As you see what appears to be a tiny little turtle man that has like this bowl of water in his head. As he kind of begins to slowly just like try to reach for the rice crackers, kind of trying to hop up on the table as like he does so, kind of spilling a little bit of that water from his head.
Onimori slowly holds up a hand to stop him before he does something disastrous. Just, do you want this?
He
wants one of the rice cakes.
Yeah. As you pick up one of the rice cakes, he makes like grabby hands at it.
He hands it to him.
Yeah. Well, before you do so, Sumire holds up one finger as she says, "Nori, what do we say?" As Nori just kind of looks at you and just kind of mumbles out, just like, almost just like a little bit, just kind of like, please, as he kind of holds his like hands out for you to just kind of hand it to him.
He cracks a smile that's kind of too adorable.
Yeah. As Nori just kind of like, as soon as he takes the rice cracker, he just flops back down on his butt as he just begins to devour the rice cake.
You'll have to excuse me if I'm a bit strange acting. I'm just not used to this.
As Sumire says, she kind of like lets out a gentle laugh as she says, "Well, yes, I'd expect so, but I think that maybe you should, God, I don't know how to phrase this,
Take your time.
yes, but you should get yourself comfortable to this. Hopefully we can do things like this more in the future." As a man kind of like, he elbows you to the side, as you can see this man with very like this very sharp face, as well as these almost these tufts of hair that are kind of like slicked back a little bit, as they're both in like two different like points on his head. As he looks at you and says, "After all, I mean, you're a part of our little group now."
Suppose I'm trapped here then. I can't get out if I wanted to.
As he laughs and says, "Of course. And remember that each time." As he lets out a laugh. Good. And as he lets out a laugh, one of the lanterns begins to kind of swing back and forth a little bit, as it's
Onimori is like spooked by it. It's a ghost.
Yeah. As it kind of swings back and forth, just like flickering for a second, you can suddenly hear like a little bit of like a ghostly wail behind you, as it begins to kind of like, the lantern almost begins to kind of like open up as a giant eye also begins to appear on it. As how does Onimori react to like this strange...
Onimori like has reached for a knife. And then he stops himself. And he looks at Sumire, who's probably staring him down. He goes, "I should have anticipated that." Who is that?
As Sumire says, "That's Rio. They do like to scare people, so I'd advise you be on your guard here."
So he's got all the bad fortunes tied to him.
Yeah. As Rio just like, he lets out like what it kind of sounds like a laugh, but almost like sounds more like papers rustling together as
Oh.
he begins to kind of like the eye begins to disappear, as the mouth just like closes on up. And as he does so, the teacup gets passed on to Ishida. As Ishida takes like a long like sniff, he takes a sip. As he passes it on to you, he says, "All right, enjoy."
Onimori, anticipating nothing to go wrong here, 'cause he likes green tea.
Mm-hmm.
He takes a sip, and it's almost like that warm, cozy environment of this area just drains from his body as his entire being wants to reject the liquid that has entered him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he steels himself. He drinks it,
Mm-hmm.
and he wipes the cup.
Yeah.
And as he passes it back to Sumire, he looks her in the eyes and says, "That was lovely, Sumire."
Good. As Sumire smiles as you hand back the drink, you can still smell this absolutely just like extremely sickly sweet smell still just like in your nose there. As
His
you can
tongue is like
tell-
curled into the back of his mouth just to
Yeah.
hold himself together.
Absolutely. As Ishida looks at you, he has this absolutely shit-eating grin on his face as he rests his cheek in his hand. Very clearly noticing each and every bit of distress on you. As he smiles, it turns ever wider before he turns to Sumire and says, "Oh, come now, I mean, Onimori must be being modest with all of this. I mean, it's probably his favorite drink to hear him say praise like that."
Oh my
This
god.
fucker. He
Yeah.
just smiles.
Yeah, as Sumire just absolutely lights up at the praise, Ishida gives you this absolutely shit-eating grin, knowing the absolute just like the
Years of
snafu
pain.
he's coaxed you into, as he gives you this just like this wink. Very
I'm going
clear.
to suffer for this moment.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. As he offers like this wink and this like this gentle laugh, you just kind of like look at him for a second as you do feel a little bit of annoyance, though at the very least you do know Ishida well enough to know that while he will mess with you, it truly is all in good fun, and he's laughing with you. Never
He's
again.
laughing with me. That's what Onimori will continue to tell himself every
Mhm.
time Sumire makes this.
Yes. God. And as you look at Ishida, a gunshot
She even
rings out.
changed. Oh shit.
What? A what? A gun?
Oh?
And as that gunshot rings out, it's suddenly just like you hear just a ringing in your ears as you wake up.
I think he still hears the ringing. And he just starts like smacking his ear to try and get it to stop. Like he sits up stock straight up like he does usually. And it's Maple.
Yep, you sit up, you're like smacking your ear, Maple's just like, was about to wake you up, and is now just like, leaning back a little bit, just staring at Onimori.
Onimori stares back. Perhaps for a little bit too long. Slowly lowers his hands back to his lap and he says, "Maple, you are not Ash."
Maple kind of like looks over at Ash, who is unconscious, like in one of those deep sleeps where you're like in a very awkward pose. And then glance back at Onimori. Just shakes her head no.
He's shirking his responsibilities.
At that point, she kind of like drops the tenseness and like sploots down and just nods her head yes.
Onimori pats her on the head. We should wake up Elena. That's the watch order.
You say Elena, and Maple's eyes get sort of big for a second. Look over at Elena.
Good face or bad face? Wait, I need to ask yes or no questions. Nod for good face.
Maple, like, cocks an eyebrow, tilts her
I'm going
head
to go look
diagonally, and shakes her head.
That's more I'm going. Gets up.
Elena's passed the fuck out. She's
Pokes
in
Elena on the shoulder.
her wing cocoon. She's like, huh. Oh, hi, good morning.
It's that time of day, 4 a.m. I don't
Insight.
really know why we're taking watches, but I suppose if it's this thing that we're all doing, none of us should slack. What is this?
You woke her up way chipper than you've ever been before. You're like, oh, it's that time of day. What?
He's talking very specifically.
Okay. And she sees Maple, and she'll squish her cheeks. Okay, go. Do my watch.
Alright,
first.
I'm gonna go, I guess, stare out the window for the next 2 hours.
Okay.
He goes to do precisely that.
And nothing else.
Alright.
Elena?
She's, I feel like, more distracted about you than watches.
Oh, should I roll that perception check?
Hey.
Wow, he's actually decent at it.
Yeah, no additional information.
Cool.
You guys are indoors. There doesn't really seem to be, like, too many particularly dangerous people out. Yeah, it seems just like a quiet night in the city.
Onimori, are you talk or no?
I suppose I could. Long rest, you bitches.
So
Perhaps maybe only the next 15 minutes, however.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Yep. I only have like 2 questions at most. You know a lot about military things, right?
That would have been my job, yes.
You said you fought in wars. Did you fight in a lot of them?
Well, it
Like-
was just one war, but it was many battles. The war went on for like 200 years, and I
Oh.
was only there for a part of it, but
What does it mean for someone to be wearing a white coat?
well, means either you're getting married or you're dead. Suppose there should be more specifics to that. Shut up.
Interesting.
Why do you ask?
Oh, cloak, sorry. Not... Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, fucking Nemo. So... The last dream that they had... I was wearing what I normally do. Obviously not the sparkly stuff, but like... What you've seen me wear. But I had like a white coat. over it, too.
Well, I imagine we're from quite different parts of the world, Elena. It could be something wildly different where you're from. So I guess you did have a wedding at some point.
It wasn't like that, though. When I had my dream about me being married or about to be married or whatever, I was in a wedding dress. Like, I knew it was a dress for that. This was different. This was... I don't know. I just thought I would ask you.
He shrugs.
Who are you fighting in the war?
Could you repeat that, but my brain processing it?
Yeah, who were you fighting in the war?
You know, that's a good question. You wanna cross-post that for me, Shivam?
Yeah.
Fools.
So, I understand now that the war we're fighting is against Cielo. Look at that, there's 5, 6, 7 characters in it, and I wanted to die afterwards.
Oh my god, look at him.
And here it's pretty easy to see what one side is fighting for. War I fought... Anymore. The war I fought was a war of unification. When I was young, our land was split into many smaller ruling states, and there was a wide push for it to be one ruler. A variety of reasons. Things would just be better organized. Power, I don't know. Anyway, people did genuinely think it was a good idea. So there were a number of warlords, of course, who wanted to be that one ruler. And I fought for, well, 2 of them. I fought for one, and when they were conquered, I fought for the one who conquered them.
So you didn't have an opinion on which ruler you thought was
Oh,
best?
I did.
Oh.
Some of them were, should I put it lightly, not fit for rulership. After so long of fighting, the warlords, so many of them actually, they were more war and less lord, if I could say so. It's almost as though if peace were to occur, they wouldn't know what to do.
You're so interesting.
I try not to be.
Why?
There's no reason to. Because what makes me interesting is... I don't want to draw mystique or confusion out of things that should be straightforward. I don't want it to be interesting.
That's why I like talking to you. You're very honest.
Well, I'm glad I could do that. You know, I had a dream.
Oh?
Since we're on that topic, I suppose I should share it.
Ah, that's nice of you.
Not that that makes us... Suppose we could be friends, Elena.
I
If-
thought
if
we
I were
were
to be so
friends this whole
generous.
time. I'm so sad.
Oh, I should not have said anything.
I guess we can be friends.
You know, you... I think asked me about friendship at one point.
Probably.
I was a little hesitant to want to be friends with anyone. I did have friends at one point. Good friends.
And
Don't know, it wasn't a bad dream like any of the ones that you all had. It was just us at a restaurant.
what did you have?
Well, I attempted to have that disgusting thick green tea, but
Well, who are your friends? You don't have to do
Oh.
this. You could just say.
Kind of explains it, like, really poorly. He just says there was Sumire, who she was... I'll just do it in character, because it's going to be more information.
Fair.
She was learning how to do the tea ceremony. It was this new thing that, I don't know, it might still exist. She wanted to open up the area as an actual restaurant. It was really just a building that she owned. And she had her friends to use as guinea pigs. She was really quite good at it, and she became very good at it later in her life. But I was never one for it, I guess. She was tricked into believing that it was my favorite drink or something.
Okay, that's a little funny.
It was funny the first 20 times. Then it gets a bit old. It was all. I don't know. You're trying not to be. I guess it would be wrong of me to fish for those dramatic moments, like the dreams the rest of you have had that kind of spread some mystique or
I think this is a good thing.
for them.
I mean, trust me, my dream wasn't bad. It just something in me. I don't know.
But it was
I don't like to
important to
think
you.
about it.
It was a large moment in your life.
Talking to some guy over a period of a week.
Oh, I was referring to the wedding.
Oh
I
no,
guess
that
one's a
yeah.
little bit. Didn't you? Isn't that when you met your husband, though?
I guess. So
I guess
I
it
don't-
was not dramatic, but it was important.
So I think this might be important to you at least. And I mean, hey, you remember you have friends and you
Wow.
were happy.
Onimura kind of has a realization. His skull's real thick.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about that, I believe that was my first time there.
Ah, see?
But
Important.
no, you're right. Well, I'm sure the restaurant doesn't exist anymore, and they're all dead. So
Well, I mean,
what am I gonna do about that?
if we decide to go ahead to where you lived, I mean, we could look for it. I don't know, but well, obviously, probably not your friends, unfortunately. But I don't mean to be rude to you. I promise. I know how you
Mhm.
feel about the book.
Oh wait, real quick. He doesn't mention that any of them are non-human.
No, she's talking about names. So yeah, I
Okay.
got you.
Yeah.
I know that you don't like Demon Guard. That's fine. But the names that you said are similar to the names.
Oh, that's just. Of course they'd be. I'm sure someone wrote something somewhere, and now that it's associated with my history, it's been baked into some terrible piece of writing that disregards everything that actually happened.
Well, yes, I understand that, but what I'm saying is whoever wrote that book knew you that well. Knew you and your friend.
Well, I don't know about my friends, but
They knew the names.
I know why they knew me.
Why would they know you?
Kinda pauses. I may have acted a bit irrationally at the end of the war and changed who won.
What?
I don't think it was directly me. It was definitely I had an opportunity fall into my lap.
Okay. I don't want to overwhelm your brain. You just woke up from an interesting
Yeah,
dream.
no, he's
but I
like
have.
staring at the floor.
We can unpack this at a later time. Whenever you're ready. but
Mhm.
I would very much like to hear this if you're comfortable.
All I'll say is it's something I shouldn't be credited for. But I can understand the romanticization of the past.
Okay. Well, should we wake up the others as she sees dawn approaching?
Hmm. Just know, you see dominoes. Sometimes you just want to knock over the first one.
Yes, all the time.
Let's go wake everyone up. I'm done. I shouldn't have unloaded on you.
I won't say anything if you.
Alright.
He takes a little too long to move. Eventually he just slides one foot to the side, turns around, and just lightly kicks the red menace awake.
I'm scooping Maple. Cradle her like a
Bless.
baby.
Good. You do so. And as everyone wakes up, I think that's a good place as any to end our session.